Shit, of course, I forgot about the audio. Alright, then let's have a look. Subscribe to earn drops. Fuck off. I don't want to earn drops. Alright, I don't care about Crunchyroll. Fucking Crunchyroll, man. That makes me want to subscribe to Crunchyroll less. Alright. Put that there. Put that there. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, that'll be okay. Let's slow. Yeah, let's open that up. Perfect. Now everything's exactly how I like it. Only takes me a good 3 minutes to do every single time I stream because I haven't made it permanent yet. Love that. Ah, beautiful. Where the fuck am I? Hey, Blurp, what's up?
Oh shit! That is messed up.
Alright, perfect. Time trial time, of course. You know, to start it off with a high. Getting a time trial out of the way. Well, I don't think I've done the HS2 time travel time trial today. I haven't done that one yet. Oh yeah, wonderful. That's good. Yeah, just get caught on everything. That's absolutely brilliant. I think we can still salvage. Oh, wrong. No, we can't.
Get out of the way!
Absolutely not.
Check it, dude. So, I'm heading up Chuma.
Just grind you a bunker, yeah? And watch Mission Impossible. Sounds good. Harvin, what's up, bro? And Samsul, what are you saying? Over on YouTube. This place is so bumpy. Everything here bumps you. Ah, come on. Other way. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. Oh. Oh, I do not like that. It's fine, I think we could... Oh no, it tipped. It's fine, we can still save this. Even with all those fuck-ups, we still did it with 10 seconds on the clock. That's crazy. Even with all them fuck-ups. I guess that just goes to show how decent... Like, there's so many areas where I think I could have probably fucked it up more. But then, even though I fucked up quite a lot, there was still a lot of areas where I did fairly smoothly. I managed to save at times, so that was... Oh, I'm happy with that, you know? That was a good one. Alright, time trial. Where's the other one? There's one down there. Let's go do that one quickly. I don't know why I put a waypoint on. That's the... Yeah, as if I need a fucking waypoint. Waypoints? That's so 2013. Come on, man.
Looking forward to some decent fun.
That's one thing I'm not looking forward to with GTA 6 is I probably will have to use... I mean, I try not to use like the GPS marker. I've never liked the GPS marker. Like, I thought it was cool in GTA 4 when they introduced it, but I never really used it. But in 5, it's so obnoxious. So, in 6, I'm probably going to have to use the minimap more early on, but I'll do my own thing. I like to go my own route, you know, use the fact that most of these cities are quite grid-like, so I can just utilize that to my advantage. But I hope that within about 6 months, I hope to not use it anymore. Like, well, I mean, 6 months might be a bit too much as well. I didn't need waypoints in Red Dead after probably the first 3 or 4 days, so probably won't need it in GTA either. But there you go. Alright, hello. Oh, slow down, slow down, slow down. Well, that bit there always gets me, but it's fine, we did it. Perfect. Alright, that's out of the way. Another 100 grand in the bank. Oh, up there. Okay, so I got that one up there, and I got that one there. Alright, that's fine. That's an easy one to do. Let's get those out of the way. Let me get Mutt on the horn, and then... And then we will... Good. What bike is this? Hakuchi Drag.
Okay, gonna cost a little. I know someone who has what we need.
Don't you dare hit me. Nah, fuck it. We'll go Joshua. I could go Western Highway, but fuck it, I'll go Joshua. I prefer Joshua, it's more fun. Yeah, the Hakuchi Drag is, if you upgrade it to HSW version, it's pretty insane. Back in the day, I would always use the Barty for time trials, like bike time trials, or any time trials really. And if you wheelied the Barty, you could do any time trial, but the HSW like Hakuchi Drag just made it absolutely, yeah, you have no reason to use anything else. In fact, to be honest with you, you could probably use any of the HSW, like top-end HSW cars would probably be fine as well. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Traffic always gets in the way. I don't know why I'm going so fast. I'm not even on a time trial. I could just take this nice and slow. What the hell? Why am I doing it so quickly? Why am I risking my life for this? I could just be going nice and slow. Oh well. Let's go through here, why not? Whee! Ah, that's my bad. I should have slowed down, but I was like, yeah, I'll make it. No. This is a present for you getting in my way. There you go, have that. On me, for free. I love how that if anyone plays just single player GTA 5 and never tries online, they'll never get to experience this kind of speed on the game, because in GTA on you know, like standard GTA 5, you never go this fast. Like you never have any vehicles. The fastest car in the game, what, in GTA 5 standards, what, probably the Z-Type or the, I think the Z-Type is faster than the Adder, and I swear it's faster than the Adder. And then the fastest bike, I guess, is the Barty. I suppose the Barty's still pretty good. Like you can you know, you can still do pretty good with the Barty, like if you wheelie enough. But yeah, like imagine wait, where the fuck am I going again? Oh yeah, this one. Ooh, I don't like this one, you know. This one I usually you could go down the highway, but for this one I usually go through here, hop on Joshua, and then I jump off around here. jump off around here and go around. That's what I usually do, I'm pretty sure. It's been a while since I did this one, but give it a go. Yeah, the Kuchu Drag is a really good bike. I mean, you have to upgrade it again to the HSW version to get like the absolute highest speeds, but I mean, it's still very cheap for what it is. It's just that you have to always be pushing forward on it, so it's a little bit less stable than like there's different, you know, different bikes have different strengths. Like the Barty's really good being wheelied, and then like back in the day when it was just the Barty and the Akuma. The Akuma was really good for people that didn't have, you know, couldn't wheelie very well, or people that just wanted high, you know, like a short course where wheeling wasn't really practical. Then the Barty was better for wheeling, and then the Hakuchu Drag came out, and it was about pushing forward rather than wheeling. So obviously for people that were used to wheeling, so you dare. It was obviously a bit of a change. Fuck you. Of course, it always breaks after you get in the water. Like it takes you so long to get the bike back up. How much is the upgrade? I have no idea. Not a clue.
Morse Mutual Insurance. Sure.
Thank you, MC. But I don't know how much. I don't actually know how much it is. I think it's like maybe a couple 100,000, or maybe somewhere between a couple 100,000 and $1 million. From what I remember. But I mean, the difference in price is insane. Like from like the old bikes. Like the Akuma is a couple, what was like tens of thousands. The Barty upgraded is tens of thousands, maybe 100,000. If you once you buy the Barty and upgrade it fully, it's like maybe 100,000 if that. And then the Akuma, Akuchu Drag came out and it was like hundreds of thousands. So yeah, like the difference in the speed between the normal Hakuchu Drag and the Barty is not that much. Like lap time is not significant. Should a full loop bag Kaio cover the full thing? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe. It might be a little bit more than that. Let's go this way, actually. You end up in the same place, it's fine. I remember I told Gaz to get this bike, because he's not very good at doing wheelies, Gaz, that's the issue. So I remember telling him, get this bike, because you just push forward a lot. Obviously, it makes it less stable when you're going off rough ground, but I mean, you know, I told him anyway, and he bought it, and he sold it. He sold it because he needed money for something else. I'm like, Gaz, like, this is why you're poor, because you keep spending money on stuff, buying it, and then selling what you've bought, and you're losing 50% on everything. You're losing 50% of the value, like, by selling everything. And then he'll buy it again. He'll buy something, sell it, and then buy it again 6 months later. And I'm like, Gaz, just don't sell it. You can make more money by just playing the game normally. No, he doesn't get that. Oh, Gaz. Alright, we're back on, well, we're kind of in a good place now. I don't know if that was really the smartest approach. I can't remember how I used to do that one, but... Oh, well. Actually, I think I've done that one before, just driving through the city, actually. Yeah, I haven't even... Yeah, I remember doing that one by going to the city before. And then go along the highway and out. You hate flight school? Why do you hate flight school? You can't bank the plane? Oh, you cheeky bastard, turning right without indicating? You cheeky bastard, you could have killed you. Nah, he could have killed me for that. Actual scumbag. Huh. This is the most convoluted path I've ever taken for a time trial. Oh fuck, I forgot it. There's a thing there. I didn't see it because of the bush. Oh no. Fuck it, we'll go around. Alright, we've got 1 minute and something to do it, so I think we're fine. Hey, Mr. JB, what you saying, bro? I'm fine, thank you, Mr. JB. How are you? I saw you join the game earlier. We got this. We got this. It's calm. It's calm. Whoever made the HSW time trials was way more lenient than whoever made the original time trials back in the day. The original time trials were really hard. Whereas the Hakuchu or the HSW, the HSW time trials are so easy in comparison. Alright, that's that out of the way. Beautiful. Why am I putting waypoints on? This is because I've been watching someone play GTA 5. I've started, like, doing what he does. Subconsciously, for fuck's sake. I never use waypoints, ever. I never use them. And I'm now doing them all the time. Really pissing me off. That's good to hear, JB. I mean, San Andreas was the first time they did proper flying. I mean, you had Vice City with very basic flying, but San Andreas was the first time they went full force with flying, so... But I mean, to be fair, the flying of San Andreas it's not difficult, you just have to get used to it. Once you get used to it, it's as simple as 5. It's just you have to get used to it. You have to kind of forget everything you learned for 5 and kind of retrain your brain for San Andreas. It's like with cars. I mean, the cars are no different, you know. You have to, when you play different GTA games, you kind of have to relearn, you have to retrain your brain for each of the mechanics. One more time trial, and I've already made $500,000 tonight already, and I've only been streaming for what, 17 minutes, and I've just made $500,000. Yeah, calm, you know. I know that it's only a one-time thing, but it's like, come on, the HSW, a lot of people don't do the HSW time trials. Well, they should. It's easy money. It's a guaranteed 250,000, I think. Yeah, 250,000 per week. I know it's only once per week, but it's guaranteed money. You know, 4 weeks of that, you made $1 million. Come on, you can't. Some people out there, they only think of the small, you know, they don't think of the bigger picture. They think, well, I only want to do something that makes me a lot of money quickly. But they don't think about how it's not just the one thing you do, it's all the little things you do that add up. You know? I didn't become a billionaire by just doing just one thing. I became a billionaire by building money on everything I do. Doing a time trial here or there, doing, you know, a sale here or there, doing a heist here or there. You know, you don't become a billionaire by kind of scoffing at stuff and go, oh, 250,000 time trial, what's the point? Well, of course, if you have that mentality, you're not going to get anywhere, are you? You've got to have the mentality of, well, you know what, I'm going to make money however I can, anywhere I can. You know? The definitive edition made it worse. I didn't really know there's any difference with the definitive edition when it came to flying. The only difference is with the definitive edition, I would actually argue it's easier because the fact you can see where you're going if you turn off, well, obviously now there's like, I believe they added in a lot more like cloud, but back when the definitive edition came out, there was no cloud. It was way easier to see where you were flying without clouds everywhere. The draw distance is way higher as well, which really helps with flying, because that was always the big issue with the original San Andreas, was that, especially on the PS2 version, the draw distance is absolutely horrific. So you can't see further than maybe 2 seconds ahead at times, 2-3 seconds ahead. You got to really plan. You got to really be quick, whereas I feel with the draw distance now, it's way easier. Woo! Yeah, there's lots of ways to make money in this game now. Like, people forget that you don't need to have a one size fits all. You know, you have to find. I always say, you know, my whole thing about grinding is do what you find fun. Don't grind what other people say is good. Grind what you think is fun. Because if you grind stuff that only you know, that you don't find fun, you're gonna burn the fuck out. There's so many people out there who are like, oh well, I don't like doing that, but I'll do it because it's what the best way to make money. And then they burn out after a couple of days, and then they wonder, oh, why can't I make any money? Well, yeah, because you need to find stuff you enjoy. But it's crazy. Whee! I don't know why I'm getting so excited, but yeah, I'm actually really enjoying these little things now, like writing down. Whee! But no, the only thing you can do, Ken, is just keep practicing. Like, that's what all I can really suggest is that you just keep practicing. You will naturally get better over time. Just get into a plane and fly around for fun. You know, don't worry about trying to do challenges or whatever. Just fly around for fun. Like, just get used to the turning, get used to the way that the bike reacts to you, or the plane reacts to you. And eventually you'll get more comfortable and you'll be able to do more stuff naturally. Alright, that's I've hit 500,000 for this lovely day, so I'm happy with that. Got Mutt making me monies. I've got bunkers going. I think the bunker's almost done, actually. I should probably have a look. Should go have a cheeky little look. You have to do both counterclockwise and clockwise in the last part of the flight school, the banking thing. I can't even remember, to be honest with you. It's been so long since I did it. The only thing I remember of it is I remember when I was young, I found the flight school a little bit tricky when I was very young. And then when I came back to it on the definitive edition, when I played it again, when I played the definitive edition a couple years back, I remember doing them all in gold. Pretty easily. So yeah, I don't know, like, I think it's just because I've had practice. I mean, 5, and although 5 is very different, 5 did help me. I remember before GTA 5, my flying in San Andreas wasn't the best. It was okay, but not the best. And then after flying for years and years on 5, when I went to San Andreas again, it was really fucking easy. So I think it's just, you just get used to how planes, even though the physics are different, you just get used to the kind of, your brain kind of picks up when you should move a certain way or how you should move a certain way, and you just kind of get used to it. So you just have to keep practicing and playing around with it until you get, you know, more used to it. You'll be fine. You just got to keep playing with it. You know, don't worry about doing it quick.
Okay,
just spend time on it. Oh, no, it's actually right. It's right. Oh, I thought it was 5 Insurgent for a second. Imagine if it was 5 Insurgent. I'd have been pissed. Absolutely fucking not. Absolutely fucking not. I am not doing 5 Insurgent. But Monster Truck? Hell yeah, I'll do Monster Truck. Got the American flag waving in the background of that. America! Time to run over some people and shoot some guns, damn it. That is my God-given right as an American citizen. But nah, to be fair, my character's not even American. My character, my headcanon is my character is actually British, and that he moved to he moved to Liberty City and then moved to Los Santos, and he's gonna move to Vice City soon too. Even though it might not be the same character model and it might have to remake it from scratch, my headcanon is that my character in Vice City is gonna be the exact same character that I had in GTA 5. He's gonna be moving up. So my character when I first made him was 19 like me at the time. Not 19 now. Very, very much not 19 now. But my, actually no, was I 19 at the time or was I 18? I might have been 18, wait. Yeah, I might have been 18, yeah, I was 18 at the time, so my, no, wait, no, yes, I was 8, no, I was 19. I was like, no, wait, yes, I was 19 that year. But was I 18? At the time? Oh, that's the question. Well, whatever it was. I was 18, 19 when I made my GTA 5 character, right? Fuck! Crashing everything. I was 18, 19 when I made my GTA 5 character, so my character is my age, basically. My character is the same as my age. So, he's now 30 years old. My character's birthday is now 30 years. He's now 30. So, my GTA 5 character, my headcanon is going to be that he goes to... Why am I going this way as well? God, I'm so out of it. My headcanon is going to be that when I play GTA 6, my character's going to have moved to Vice City. He's gonna start from scratch, either because he loses everything. If Rockstar doesn't do it like that anyway, like I kind of hope Rockstar sets up a whole story that if you import your character from hopefully that you can import your character from GTA 5, and then there's like some sort of story that he loses. You know, they get into you know, the FBI or whatever, the FIB, whatever, get involved and, like, you know, intervene and stop you from taking your money with you, and you end up, you know, back at start, you know, at square one, as well as, you know, being able to make a new character from one. But if they don't do that, it's just pure new characters, and there's no way to bring your old one over. I will just kind of headcanon it that he's starting from scratch, either because he just feels like a new challenge. Maybe he's bored of Los Santos, he's bored of being a billionaire. He's like, fuck being a billionaire, this is boring, you know? Like, life is pretty boring as a billionaire. Let me be honest about that, you know? You know, GTA 5, the best time I had in GTA 5 was when I was poor. And the best time in GTA, it's not like real life, where in real life, if you're poor, life sucks because you can't afford anything, you can't, you know, food may be out of your reach sometimes, you can't afford housing, you can't afford, you know, in GTA 5, if you haven't got any money, it's calm. You don't have to eat, you don't have to have somewhere warm to sleep, it's calm. So, you know what? In GTA 5, GTA Online, my favorite time was when I was working my way up, when I had no money and I was building my way up and I was making money. I loved that time in GTA 5. And ever since I've become a billionaire, I just haven't had that. I just don't have anything to really aim for anymore. So, yeah, my headcanon will be in GTA 6. Is he's just got bored of being a billionaire. He said, "Fuck this, I'm out. I'm going to Vice City. I'm having a fresh start." And so my character will have a fresh start in Vice City, and so my character will be 31 when he starts Vice City. So, oh, sorry. Kind of ran that guy over. Is flying actually easier in 5? You're just tripping. Flying is easier in 5 because the planes don't have the insane. They don't like have the. I don't know how to say it, but the planes in San Andreas are more raw. You know, whereas in 5 they're a lot more stable. Even helicopters in 5 are a lot more stable than San Andreas. In San Andreas, if you want to, you can flip a helicopter. You can flip very easily in San Andreas, whereas in 5 it's pretty much impossible. The game auto-stabilizes you in so many ways. So yes, 5 is way easier to fly. I mean, helicopters will be more stable than planes in those games, yes. Yeah, I'm really excited to kind of restart my character, and well, not restart, but, you know, kind of continue the storyline. And yeah, he's gonna be a new Don. Well, he's gonna be the same Don. He's just gonna be back on, you know, back at square one. He's given up the fortune. He's handed his business over to his business partner, you know, and that's that. He's back to square one. He's rebuilding. New challenge for him. 31 years of age, already a billionaire. Back to square one. He's gonna be a billionaire again by the end of it. My guy's gonna become a billionaire twice, and then in like 25 years, when GTA 7 comes out, he'll hit a billionaire again. He'll be a third-time billionaire. Can't wait, honestly. Oh, that's nice. Take it away, please. Thank you. If you have the helicopter, I don't know why you couldn't have just dropped all the goods from the helicopter, but whatever. Alright, that's that. Another 200 made. So we're at, I mean, it's in the bank, not in the wallet, but that's 700,000 made tonight, so I'm pretty happy with that. 700,000 before I've even really started. Alright, I've got, what's it called? I've got Muck creating my drugs for me, so the next step will be to do a Cayo Perico probably at the moment. You think you killed one of the helicopters chasing me? Oh, probably. I did hear an explosion. Appreciate it. I wonder if the original game has a mod that makes it similar to 5. I mean, you can just change the... You can definitely play around with the handling if you want to try to change it. But I feel like that just kind of defeats the point, because then you'll never get good at it. You know, you need to practice with it to get good at it. If you never play with it, never practice with it, you'll always struggle if you have to go back to the game in the future and you don't have a mod for you. The best thing to do is just keep playing and practicing until you get good at it, and then you'll be fine. And you'll always be able to do it. Yeah, they always go after you. I don't know. They don't really do anything. I don't see the point why they send them on you, because they don't do anything to you. They just kind of tickle you. I wouldn't... If they were more accurate, it'd be better, but like, they're so inaccurate, they can barely hit you. Alright, Cayo Perico, let's go. Gathering intel time. You know, my favorite part of Cayo Perico is gathering intel. Love it. Grapeseed, yeah? I'll fly there, it's calm. I was gonna take the sub, but you know what, it's quite close, so... I mean, it's Grapeseed, so... You'll do the flight school in 5 and San Andreas and play both at the same time. The way to do it. You might find that it's kind of breaking your brain a little bit though, Caitlin, so I don't know how good that will be, but it might help. I don't know if it might break your brain a little bit on that. So we're back! Again!
Twice, huh? How many times is it now, Captain? I have lost count. We use our usual reconnaissance approach. Smuggler plane. I have one already located. On your GPS now.
Alright, let me just move another 120 gigabytes of videos over to my new hard drive. There we go. Oh, that's what you get for not focusing on the sky there, lads. Always focus. When you're flying a helicopter, always focus on the sky, because you might crash. I'll never get over how barren these hills are. It's one of the things that's Rockstar really fucked up, I feel, with GTA 5, is that just the lack of foliage. It really is quite lackluster, isn't it? The original foliage they were going to do was a lot better, and then they cut it all because of the constraints of the original hardware. But they should have added in more foliage on the PS4 and Xbox One versions, and then when they released the PS5 and Xbox Series versions, they should have put even more foliage in. But... no, it's such a lackluster environment. That's why I cannot wait for GTA 6. The foliage looks great, but then again, they can probably cut a lot of that too, so... That's the only issue. You don't know if that's what foliage means. Foliage is just trees, bushes, that kind of thing. It's just, yeah, you have lots of foliage, you have lots of trees and stuff, yeah. You beg Pavel gets killed in the final mission. And then Lester takes over. Boy, you getting fed up with Pavel, yeah? No, I'd never believe that. I don't know how anyone can get fed up of our old main man Pavel, you know? Pavel is the best character added to this game ever. Everyone and their dog loves Pavel. Or have you know? I have on the authority of the subreddit, the GTA Online subreddit, that everyone loves Pavel, and Pavel's the best character ever added to this game. Damn, I was on 1 health. Whee! That's crazy! 1 health? Love it. Fucking love it. Let's go. It's a long journey south. Yeah, fucking damn right it is. I had to fly over all of Mexico. I've got to fly over Mexico into the Caribbean. That's fucked. Cayo Perico would have made a lot more sense if we were based in Vice City, you know? If we were based in Vice City, then 100% it would make way more sense. I kind of hope they include Cayo Perico in GTA 6 as a kind of an Easter egg. Like, I don't know if they'll include how many islands they might include off the coast. I do hope there's a few Caribbean islands you can visit. But I hope that even if you can go to other Caribbean islands, I hope there's a secret, like, maybe hidden very much in the corner of the ocean, like a little secret island, and it's Cayo Perico. would love to have that. Like, even if you can go to like the, you know, the Virgin Islands or whatever. No, they need to have Cayo Perico hidden somewhere far, far down the coast, down the bottom of the the Gulf of Mexico. That would be great. That would be fucking great. I would absolutely lose my mind. You just fly over this bit of land, you're like, you know, you're just kind of flying over as you usually do. You're not really paying attention, and then you see, you go, wait, that looks familiar. And then you go and then it's like, it's fucking Cayo Perico, and yeah. 5 does have some islands around the coast, but it's not really that far out to sea. They're very much just part of San Andreas. But I mean like further south, because, you know, way further south than Vice City. Like, I want it to be so far south, so far away that it's not even included in the concept of Vice City. I've been looking at the mapping project actually, and it is coming together quite nicely. Robbing in free roam would be cool. Yeah, exactly. They could do that online. They could have like a little kind of special mission that you go there and you just rob it for fun in free roam. And I was like, that'd be really fun. That'd be like a, you know, you just flying down there. It's like, yeah, this island used to be owned by El Rubio, and now he's dead or whatever. And you know, but his like son fucking, I don't know what his son would be. El Dipshitio or whatever would be there, and you can go and rob him. I'd love that. But yeah, I'm hoping there'll be some of the Caribbean in 6. And then, it doesn't have to be the whole Caribbean, of course. I'm not expecting to fucking include Cuba and all the, you know, I'm not expecting that. But I would like to see a few Caribbean islands that are a little bit further away than the Keys. And then, you know, just a little bit of flavor. And then, yeah, then like a little cheeky Cayo Perico hidden down there. Or if they're not going to do any Caribbean islands, just at least have Cayo Perico just hidden away as a little Easter egg. That would be really fun. My hair's always sticking through the roof.
Paren, esperen ahí. Why can't you assholes be on time for once, eh? Arms out, let's go.
I'm always on time to rob you. What do you mean? I'm always here. I'm always on time to rob you, bro.
Okay, wait over there. They will bring it soon. Go on.
I'm not gonna lie, like it's a cool little island. But I'm not gonna lie, I would take so much more advantage if I was El Rubio. Like, this part of the island down here is prime real estate for some nice hotels and stuff. You could build like a nice little village, you know, nice little hotels on the hillside overlooking the sea. You could make so much money here, El Rubio. You could really make, and you could improve the airport a little bit, provide a little shuttle bus or something, you know, like a little shuttle bus, and you could charge money for it. Like, ah, man, like that would be so fucking fire, man. I beg Rockstar lets us have an island in GTA 6. I would upgrade the shit out of that. Fuck having a mansion. All these people talking about mansions in GTA 5, they're not thinking big enough. Let's have a private island. Let us own a private Caribbean island. Rockstar. Let's upgrade it and store our vehicles there. Could you imagine having an airport of all your special vehicles just chilling there? All your drug boats and stuff. Fuck a yacht and fuck a mansion. I want a private island, damn it. Thank you. That's what I want to say. Yeah, exactly. You can turn more of a profit. Ah, so there's so much he's missing out here. He's not a good businessman, you know? That's why he's only got a tiny amount of stuff in his, Oh, the guy turned around, because that took a bit longer than I usually would. You hope you can kill Trevor in 6. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I mean, he does seem to complain a little bit, but I mean, to be fair, I think he's just because he's done with the character, isn't he? I mean, it must be pretty annoying to have people go on about stuff you did. Oh, for fuck's sake, you really do get launched when you hit stuff on this island, don't you? Like, every little bump, you go flying. It's terrible. But yeah, it must be annoying for him to have to deal with that shit, you know? I really don't blame him. I mean, people forget that his last part of the game was probably the last time he probably dealt with the game was probably 2012, not even 2013. You know? He hasn't been in any content since. The Heist update was the last one he was in, but I don't know, that might have been recorded before, that might have been recorded prior to him finishing 5, so... I mean, he probably hasn't been involved with the game in over a decade and a couple of years. I mean... Yet people keep going on about it over and over again. I don't blame him for being fucking done with it. He probably wants him killed so he can get rid of him. Once he's dead, he can't be annoyed anymore. Well, he can still be annoyed, but at least he won't have to deal with them asking him all the time. Oh, are you gonna come back? Are you coming back to the game? Are you coming back to the game? Where's he going? Oh, he goes that way. Oh, he goes that way. Okay. I can just go through here, to be fair. I've never went that way, actually. That's interesting. I've always just gone that way, the other way, but that actually works pretty well. Yeah, exactly. It must be really annoying, because he was really good in Walking Dead, wasn't he? I thought he was really good in that.
Access point to the network will be the same this time. Signal box may have moved. Check high, check low.
I remember in Better Call Saul, I remember him getting, like... I remember him getting schooled by that other guy. By, was it Mike he got schooled by? This one? Yes! It was that one. Vault Lab. We love Vault Lab, yeah.
Connection. You can use it with the app on your phone. Now.
Hey, Lewis, what are you saying, bro? Alrighty then, let's see what we got.
Have a look in the basement. No need to change the winning formula, yes?
There's always a reason to change the winning formula. More fun when you change it and you fuck it up. Ah, yeah. No, he was alright in that too, to be fair, but I think him being in Walking Dead was still my favourite. I think he was really good in that.
I will note down where it is.
It must be really fucking annoying for him having to deal with that. Not much. You're gonna play some Xbox for the first time in months. Oh yeah, it has been. It's gonna be weird for you going on Xbox for the first time in that time. Alright, no paintings. A little bit annoying. Let me guess. It better not be
Position logged.
Oh, it's Barabons. Oh, not the best, but I'll take it. I'll take Barabons.
And why they are so convenient to steal.
We'll take Barabons, ladies and gents. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna be picky. Not gonna be picky. But I do need to make sure there's a lot of loot to collect on the shore, because otherwise I'm screwed. If there's not a lot of loot to collect, no, go back up. If there's not a lot of loot to collect, then I'm kind of fucked. Can you have Panther when it's not an event? Not unless if you get it before when the event's on. Like if you collect it if you get it activated when the event's on and then you keep it, yes. But you can't get it otherwise, no. It has a 0% chance of spawning otherwise. Oh, good landing there. You fell on your back. Good job. Good job there, bro. What a fucking donkey. What a fucking donkey. Alright, any coke? Weed? Oh, you know what, yeah. I mean, I'll take weed. I know you don't have to take the pictures. I like taking the pictures just because it reminds me where everything is when I do it if I forget to do it after a day.
Easy to sell. I will mark a location.
Alright, 2 marijuana. That's not a lot, though. I need at least 1 more. I think, what, weed does a third, right? Something like that.
You can carry. You want more? Bring
fuck me. The guy's coming and he's not slowing down. The trees are blocking me. The trees are blocking me. Where does he go again? Does he just keep going forward or... Oh, he goes that way. Of course he fucking does. Of course he turns that way. You've got 8 Red Bulls, 2 monsters, and enough smoke to kill a horse. You're gonna have a fun night. Long RDR2 session. Oh, you playing RDR, yeah? Did you ever finish Red Dead Redemption 2, Lewis, or are you, like, still playing it? Like, you still, like, completing it? Anyone heard of Grey's Anatomy? Yeah. I think that there will definitely be people that have made billions from this because, I mean, when I played it for the first, like, 2 months when it came out, I made about 200 million from it. I made 200 mil from it, and then I kind of stopped playing it because I was a bit tired of it, and I'd already had billions, so I was like, I don't really care. Oh, good, there's 3 weed. Alright, it's fine. Okay, I've got 3 weed and a cash. I should be fine. I will not have to worry. It would have been nice to have coke, but I mean, you know, beggars can't be choosers. What can I say?
Hard cash, always welcome.
Hello.
Mark location.
You're not allowed here.
You played online when it first came out. We never story started a couple months ago, but didn't really do much, so gonna smash it out tonight. Well, I wish you the best with it because it's a very long story, especially the beginning parts. You want to play RDR2, but you can't play it, Caitlin? Yeah, maybe one day. Are you gonna get a Switch 2, Caitlin? You love your Wi-Fi speeds just being yourself in the house. What do they suffer when there's other people in the house? Where is Mr. JB at? Oh, I see him. I see him on the map. Mr. JB's chilling. I don't think you have to worry too much, Caitlin. I highly doubt Nintendo's going to do much to people that are modifying their physical controllers. There's not really any detectable ways, like any reliable ways that Nintendo could detect that you're fucking around with that stuff. I think Nintendo primarily means if you're modding your console to pirate / you know, play around with on the actual online, then that's what they mean by that. The Switch 2's pad being used as a mouse is sick. It is a pretty cool idea, I won't lie. It'll be cool to see Mario Paint come back because of that. She's always gonna have the TV on while watching TikTok or sending Snapchats. Oh, so she's like doing she's one of those girls that multitask, yeah? Yeah, it's like the majority of them. Gotta have TV on and be on their phone. Fucking typical.
So, the drainage tunnel. We need special cutting doors to cut the underwater.
Always
grate.
happens, doesn't it?
You will find these at many construction sites. Of course, these days.
Even if you don't cheat or pirate, they'll cut it off. Well, I mean, if you mod your console to go online, it's always possible that could happen to anyone. I mean, that can happen on PlayStation, it can happen on Xbox. People that, you know, it's unlikely, but it can happen. The general consensus is if you're going to mod your console, like, software-wise, you just don't connect it to the online network and you're fine. It's always been like that. It's always been at your own risk. But I mean, if you're not planning on modding it, you don't have to worry. You put music on, she rages because she can't hear the TV show, but she's watching TikTok. Nah, trust me, they somehow will hear their shit regardless. They'll be what they can watch something else and still hear the TV. It's nuts. I don't know how they do it. Like they somehow manage. It's like you know audio you know how you can remove audio from stuff, you know, like from, and you just hear the voice. You can remove like music from the background and hear voices. It's kind of like that on YouTube, but like women have that built in for when they want to focus on something else. It's really weird. Like Rebecca does it too. Like she's able to focus on whatever she's doing on her phone. It's loudish, you know, well, normally not too loud, but she'll be focused on like TikTok or something. Although she doesn't really watch TikTok now, but in the past she would have TikTok on, and then we'd have something else on, and she'd be able to focus on both things. Really weird. She was like selective hearing. And the shit shows. What's she watch? What's the shows? Where's this fucking box? Pretty Little Liars. Oh god. Pretty fucking Little Liars. That's crazy. Oh, I must have gone part. Ah, yes. I've probably activated it without really thinking. Lovely. Ah, is this one? Yeah, I thought so. A bunch of women lying to each other every day. Nah, that's funny. I don't know if Rebecca's watched that yet, you know? It's funny because I view Rebecca as being quite different from women in general. Like she's quite, you know, she's got a lot of the same kind of hobbies I do, and she's quite, you know, good for that. But then sometimes she'll come out and she'll say something like, you know, she'll have told me she watched like the most stereotypical kind of like girl show, you know, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what? When? It always leaves me surprised. I'm like, what? Like when she came around one night, and one of my family was watching this Emmerdale, and she goes, oh, and she starts talking like she watches Emmerdale. I'm like, what the fuck? When do you watch Emmerdale? And then she says to me, oh, sometimes I watch it. I'm like, what do you mean sometimes you watch it? When the fuck do you watch it? I'm like, what the fuck is that? I was so surprised. Your sister watches some shite too. Nah, it's so true. Do you think JB will mind? JB, are you there? JB, are you there, bro? Oh, porn stars. Nah, porn stars. Fuck porn stars, bro. I hate porn stars. Oh, Real Housewives. Oh, no. Nah, there's too much of this. Nah, some of these shows, bro. I mean, look, I'm glad people like them, but... Now, the one thing Rebecca does that's very stereotyped now is, like, for white girls, is she loves watching crime documentaries, like true crime documentaries. And that's apparently a thing a lot of white girls do. And I'm like, you know, I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, why? But then I get why. You know, she explained to me why. It's because of, like, you know, the shit that women have to put up with, and the risk of, you know, crime and shit, so it interests them. But it's such a stereotype, and she'll watch it. Now, every time, like, a girl appears in a show we watch, and there's, like, you know, we'll watch a random show, and there'll be a character in it, like a white girl who watches crime shows. And every time one pops up, they go, oh, that's you. And she goes, fucking, she's like, no, that ain't me. But she knows it is. Nah, it's so funny. Oh no. I've been spotted. Oh, that cheeky bastard. Your sister has watched every single one, has she? No, it's so true. It's such a stereotype. I love it. It's such a perfect stereotype. They actually, like, women actually do. White girls absolutely love crime documentaries. Crazy, honestly.
Judging from the gunshots, they have seen you. It will be safer not to leave witnesses. Find the computer terminal. We will
Your
hack it and
Caitlin,
locate
your
the
sister
archives. You
watches
see the complacency
Disney,
of
yeah?
American cyber
I know a
industry?
lot of Disney girls. They love
Security is
Disney.
out of date. I would be surprised if half of Russia is not already using it as cryptocurrency farm.
What the fuck was that? Wait, what the fuck was that?
We know where to find the
Why am I
archive
getting
and the
notifications?
tool we need.
Shit notification. Dragon Ball Z and RDR2 binge, you think? Yeah, nah, you have to, Lewis. Where did you get to on Dragon Ball Z before you stopped watching it again? 30-year-old women grow up to still like kid shit. I think it's because Disney reminds a lot of people of like better times in their life. To be fair, I don't blame them. Like, I also think back to some of the old films I watched as a kid. And I'm like, God, life was so simple back then. Like, you know, it was so simple and calm, and that's why I like watching Dragon Ball still, because, you know, not only is it a good show, but it's also, it takes me back to when my life was as a child and I could just chill and not have to worry. You know, life got complicated, and yeah, I miss that when life was simple and straightforward and I didn't have to worry about stuff. So I like watching stuff like that, to be fair. I don't mind watching, also I don't mind watching some Disney movies here and there. I don't like make my life about it, but I don't mind watching them if they're on TV or whatever. Like it's like I'll still give them a watch. He left without giving you the bounty, so you killed his NPC. He'll be back. You can ask him when he comes back. The site is down. Oh, what? Really? What site is that? Is that the one that Yassine gave you, or? The one movie that Disney movie that we will watch almost every year without fail is High School Musical. Rebecca loves High School Musical. Like, it's one of her favorite films. So yeah, we almost watch that almost every year on her birthday. One year we did like a marathon as well. Like, we watched High School Musical 1, and then I had a secret High School Musical. Like, I had edited the film together because we used Plex, and so, well, we used Plex back in the day. So I had edited High School Musical 1 and 2 into like one big film, and she had no idea. And then, like, midway through, at the end of the film, it suddenly says, "But it's not over yet." And then High School Musical 2 started, and she was absolutely fucking buzzing. She couldn't believe it. She was so excited because she had thought it was over. So we watched High School Musical 1 year, and then we watched, and then the next year I would planned it ahead, so I was going to edit them together, and then I did that. So the second year she thought we were just watching High School Musical again. But then the second one came on, and she was like, "Holy shit!" Like, she was so excited. And then the year after that, we watched all three. I didn't do the same thing again where I did like a trick. I just straight up said to her, "We're going to watch all three in one night." So we did like a High School Musical binge and watched all three of them in one night. But no, that second one was really fun because, yeah, she did not expect me to edit it together.
Field operative I have ever had the pleasure of coordinating.
Honestly, that sucks, Lewis, that you yeah, give it a search and see if you can find. There are other ones though. I have found other websites that do it. I think Dean, I don't know, Dean asked for Yassine to give him, it might have a new one, because Dean asked Yassine for a website to watch Dragon Ball, and he gave him one, and Dean said it was working, so unless if it was the same one, it's now broken, Dean might have a new one. You could ask Dean, because Yassine doesn't really come on Discord much anymore, because he's always busy, so you might have to ask Dean, but Dean might be able to give you the website that Yassine has given him. But I don't have it myself, so yeah, you should just add Dean on Discord and see what he's saying. It might be the same one, and it might have just gone down, but he watched it a couple of weeks ago. He had started watching. I think he had gone on it a couple of weeks when it was working. So yeah, give him a shout and see if he has it, and then see if it's like fine or not.
You know, Captain, I look back at my career and ask myself why. The robberies conducted, the assassinations carried out, the insurrection supported or crushed.
Lilo and Stitch is the best Disney film. What, the original one or the live-action one?
The diet of red caviar and
I've heard some interesting things about the new one.
Yes. And you give the same answer.
I can't say I'm particularly interested to watch it. 6 was actually supposed to be America.
Coming through in a moment.
Who said that? The live actions, nah, the live actions are fire, yeah? I love the live action films, you know, they're so good. They're all so amazing. I hope Disney just scraps all the live action films in the future, but I know they won't.
For getting up to penthouse level will be simple.
The inside track is open, and the excitement is addictive. Pick your horse and cheer them on to
It'd be great if Disney hired a bunch of new like animators who like modern day animators with like you know who could make modern day interesting films in kind of an old animation style, because animation has gone through a lot, and you know it can look really good now if you put the money and time into it. Like Dragon Ball Daima, for example, is really fucking good. Like Dragon Ball Daima is absolutely gorgeous, even though it's made all on computers like Super, but unlike Super, it actually looks fucking fire.
Or just look for the one with platoon of security men outside.
I can't lie, I do like I'm okay with Super, like Dragon Ball Super, but I can't lie, the animation on it was shite. At least before the Tournament Power, it was absolute shite.
Say in Russia, there are many ways to break the
OG Dragon Ball just looks so much better in Advanced Media at times.
No one inside will know you are here. Well,
There's some rumors of them redoing Dragon Ball, like the original Dragon Ball,
for welcoming committee.
with new animation, and I'm like, if you're gonna do it, please do it like Diamond, not like Super, because if we get a bunch of like Super looking, it's gonna look shit. I don't know what rumors those are, Kaylin.
Identify the man.
The original Project Americas, as it was originally leaked, although of course it's dubious whether it is actually, you know, what level of authenticity it was. They got the name right. Suggested it was Vice City and a bit of Brazil, but obviously that was very early on. But they got the name right, which would suggest to me. But the Project Americas never meant like the all of the Americas. It just meant that it spans some of the Americas.
Swift exit. Put some distance between yourself.
But obviously, I mean, just thinking from a perspective of how big the game is, it would be impossible for Rockstar to achieve anything that scale. You could not make GTA America yet. It's just not possible. It's just not possible at the moment.
I would prefer the police to not know I exist.
I mean, the amount of development time as well you'd have to put in, like, into GTA to make that. I mean, Rockstar details their maps. Like, it's not like The Crew, for example, where they have like a bunch of generic-looking places. Like, Rockstar puts an insane amount of work into their cities, and they do an insane amount of research as well to make the environment feel authentic. So, for Rockstar to go and make a bunch of new cities all around America would be extremely hard. They would have to go around America. They'd have to choose a bunch of cities to focus on, and it would be so difficult for them to make something of that scale with that level of detail. You know, it's not even just the specs of the machines. Not only would the specs of the machines struggle, but you also have to take into consideration how much time it would take. It's like when a band says world tour in the 5 states, London, Ireland, and a third world country for charity. No, but like, it would have to be. I mean, yeah. Like, I think Rockstar's ultimate goal is to... They don't have to, though. They can base it off what other people have done. What have other people done? What do you mean they can base it off what other people have done? Like, no one else captures the world like Rockstar. Like, no other game out there has captured a city like Rockstar has. How many games out there do you go and play where they have done that level of detail, that level of where you can recognize it? So, you know, even though the city is different, even though it's scaled down, how many other games can you go to and feel like, yes, this feels like a living, breathing city with an actual history to it? You go and play The Crew, for example. Yes, they make New York, but it's so generic. It's so generic. It doesn't feel anything, you know, it doesn't really feel like a city. It just feels like a fake, you know, environment. Like, you go in, especially in single player, you go walk around a GTA world and you feel like you're actually in that world, and you actually feel like there's a history to it. There's actually, you know, there is a story there. The people there feel like they exist in that world. You know, it's not just about making a city, it's about making, you know, the characters that they work with it. And Rockstar puts a lot of work into that. I mean, we've seen it with GTA 6, where they showed off a lot in the first trailer, a bunch of different things that mimic the real world. It mimics the real world, but it's just... it's its own thing at the same time. No one else does that, like Rockstar. Is DBZ better at Japanese or American music? I think American music, the Bruce Faulconer tracks, you know, the ones that you've been listening to with the, you know, with the cool, you know, the kind of the rock music, and synth and all that. That's kind of what they, you know, I prefer that music myself. For DBZ, it feels more alive. It feels more, it gels for me with the characters in it when they speak English. Some people prefer the Japanese, but I don't think the English, I don't like the Japanese music with the English voices, because it just doesn't vibe, you know? The Japanese music with the Japanese voices is fine. I don't like it, but it's fine. But I think that if you're going to watch in English, you should have the English music, because it really captures that kind of era of when the anime was translated. It really captures the 90s, you know, with that vibe. So yeah. Yeah, the Japanese music is really calm, and so you miss out on a lot of great moments like Gohan and you know, with Cell and all that. You're gonna miss out on some. Don't get me wrong, the Japanese music can be quite good at times, but it's quite quiet a lot of times. It's quite quiet throughout a lot of the series. Like, for example, I mean, I don't really want to spoil it too much, but there's a transformation scene in the Boo Saga with Goku, and it's fucking awesome in the American music. It, like, really ramps up. It goes full force. It's amazing. And then in the Japanese one, you just hear him going, oh, and then it's like, you know, standard music, and then that's it. It's like, it's so generic, you know? It's fine, but it's just very generic. And whereas the American one's like, he's going, ah, and then the fucking music's going nuts, and it's like, it's crazy. So yeah, it's great. It's a great way to experience it if you're going to watch the English one. But yes, no, I would say that as for GTA World, as for GTA America, it's very, very far away. I think that yes, there will be a GTA America one day, but I think it will be the culmination of all of the other places they've built put together. That's what they probably will be working on, is once they've made all these different cities and states, they can kind of patch it together in a quilt, so to speak, and then you'll get the experience, the whole of America. You know, they'll have Liberty City, San Andreas, Vice City, well, Leonida State and Gloriana, and then they'll probably work on another place. Maybe they'll do a Chicago at some point, and then they can patch it all together and make it into a huge country. But they'll probably won't do it for single player. They'll do it for multiplayer. They'll do it for multiplayer, because multiplayer makes a lot more sense. They don't have to worry about the detailing as much. They don't have to worry about making everything as in depth and as when you make a story, you've got to craft it so it feels like an actual story that's coherent and it comes together. The online, you don't have to worry about that. With the online, you can just shove a bunch of missions in all around the map and not worry about it. It doesn't have to feel coherent. It doesn't have to feel like it's a well put together story. It just has to have activities to do. So there's no reason for them to make a single player like that. It makes more sense for them to keep releasing single player games that have the maps built up for the specific single player story, and then for them to connect it together for an online in the future. And it would also mean that they could argue, why are these states just surrounded by water? They could argue that the reason they're surrounded by water is that the characters that you play in the single player have no interest in going any further, so it's like they don't exist. Out of sight, out of mind. The reason, it's the same reason my headcanon is why Southern San Andreas doesn't have San Fierro in it. It does. This area up here connects up to San Fierro, but it's just that the characters have no need to go there. So, in my headcanon, it's just like, imagine as if it's like an endless sea. Like when I think of what's outside of London, I just see an endless sea, unless if I go there and see it. I just think of it as like, London's like an island, but it's not. It's inside of a country, but I don't really pay attention to what's going on outside of London, because I couldn't, it doesn't bother me what's happening outside of London. It's not where I live. It doesn't matter to me, and so the same thing is true of this. I feel is that these characters just kind of see it as being surrounded by an endless sea, because they're focused on this specific area. They don't give a shit about any of what's going on outside this area. But the Northern San Andreas does exist, and it's most likely connected up to this bit at some point. likewise, I don't view America as being made of just islands in this. You know, I think of, in my head, this island, this state is connected to the rest of America, and it's just that, again, the characters have no need to ever go any of those places, so they don't see it, they don't envision it. Outside our mind. You know, that's probably the best way to look at it when it comes to GTA, to kind of make GTA feel more, to make more sense. Do one more conspirator. Oh yeah, aggressor is, what's the aggressor one again? That's the oh yeah, the shotgun one. Yeah, that one's a bit tricky for I used to use Crackshot, that was the one I used to use because they had the sniper rifle, but auto aim in this game is so good that literally there's no reason not to just use the assault rifle. I guess if you're a lower level and your gun's not as accurate a little bit, you have more recoil, but even then. But no, that's how I look at the GTA world. So yes, they probably will patchwork all the games together at one point for an online. It doesn't make sense for them to do it for single player, but for an online it does make sense. It makes more sense for them to continue making highly detailed, in-depth single players with, you know, specific areas being focused on, and then have an online for every. Because again, no one gives a shit. Like, you know, no one's going to say to me right now, oh yeah, if we expanded the map of GTA 5 online and added, like, the rest of America to it, no one's going to go, oh, but the story will be shit. Everyone's going to be like, hell yeah, let's do it, you know? No one's going to be like, oh, well, the story's shit. No, people would just be happy to have more stuff. But if someone said to, if I said to you, oh, well, let's make Vice City, instead of doing like Gloriana and Leonidas and make that the whole country and the story split between 50 different states, and it's like much, and instead of each area you go to, you only maybe get 1 or 2 missions. Most people would be like, that's a shit story though. You're not gonna really have any time in anywhere you are. So I think that's a major difference there for single player, is that people want these highly detailed, close stories, you know, that take place in the area, so you can really get a vibe of the area and the culture. But if you're only online, it doesn't really matter. Most people online, you're just too busy going around shooting shit to make more money, to buy more stuff. That's how the online is. You shoot shit, you make money, and you buy stuff. That's literally the online to a T. And don't get me wrong, I wish there was better stories online. I would love for them to put some single player-esque level stories into online, but you know, I don't care as much as single player. Single player, I would not want them to sacrifice single player for online for size. I think it's amazing that we're getting Gloriana in the first place. Like, I expected us to get Leonidas, and I remember saying back in the day, maybe they'll put another state in somewhere. Maybe they'll put Georgia or something in. And then lo and behold, they put fucking Georgia in. That's crazy. That's fucking nuts that they're doing a whole nother state. But the thing is now is that we don't even know what the fuck's up there. You know? What is even up there? I'm assuming there's going to have to be like an Atlanta. Surely there's going to have to be an Atlanta, but what else is going to be up there? We don't even know. That's the crazy thing, and that's already made the map huge. The map is gigantic, and we've only... Like, the Leonidas is fucking gigantic. Like, when I think about how big Leonidas is fucking huge. That shit must be at least the same size as San Andreas, but probably bigger than that. Probably about 1.5 times the size of San Andreas. At least. And then they have another state. Actually, I wouldn't even say it's one. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2 to 3 times the size of San Andreas when it's all done. I'm just thinking about what we've already seen. These motherfuckers are going to be giving us mad size, like mad stuff. Now, Rockstar's crazy for that. I don't think the Brazil side of the game is still in there, to be honest with you. Unless if it's hidden away like Guarma. I think that idea was scrapped quite early on. A lot of those ideas were very, like, you know, 2010s. And I think that the game went through a couple of refreshes before, you know, where we are at the moment. Like, I don't think that we're going to see much of South America, if any. I think that was more of an early idea. I don't blame them for thinking it. You know, if they were developing it, let's say around the same time as Red Dead Redemption 2 early on, or let's say Red Dead Redemption 2 era, you know, they were working on Guarma, so I can understand why Rockstar might have thought, yeah, well, Guarma's a cool idea, so let's do the same thing for GTA 6. But then obviously Guarma never got finished; it never got really utilized. And I think most people now agree that Guarma's a waste of time. It's you know, it really should just been scrapped at that point. They could have just done a big cutscene and that's it. You know, it felt so pointless going there. You go there for 3 missions and you leave. There's no, you know, there's no free roam there, nothing. It's just you turn up, you do a few missions, you leave. If it had been actually done properly and it had ended up being like a whole entire area that you could go to and travel and find stories and missions to do, yes, it was going to be really good. But unfortunately, they never did. So.
And is this an Avenger they are using? I am impressed. My guess is weapons are on there.
Guarma was a waste of time, so I think they probably thought the same thing with that for
Must be where we will find
GTA 6. Waste of time doing it. Better to just make a better main world than try to make these little side worlds. RDR 2 was 2010. They're working on RDR. RDR 1 was 2010. RDR 2 was being worked on in 08. Maybe some. I don't know. Maybe some very early ideas, some concepts, but I don't imagine that Red Dead Redemption 2 was being worked on in 08. Maybe Dan Houser has some very early concept ideas of what they could do for another Red Dead, but I imagine if any ideas, any concepts probably were long gone by the time they actually started work on RDR 2. You don't typically start working on the next game until the first game's out. You know, you're usually so busy making the first game, you don't have time to work on another one.
Bring the weapons back and we are done.
Outside of just early concepts, you know, perhaps for a, you know, when you're making it, you've got some ideas for a sequel or a prequel. You're not really going to be doing any work on that. Especially Rockstar, because they used to crunch the fuck out of their employees. So I imagine their employees were too busy worrying about whether they're going to be able to see their families at the end of the day, let alone working on another game. I would say a better estimate for when RDR 2 would have been started work on would be, you know, usually what happens is it works. Usually start work on it after the game comes out. They're working on, yeah, I mean, 5 was being worked on after 4. Back then, Rockstar had multiple studios that did their own thing. You didn't really have a lot of crossover development like you do nowadays. Nowadays, you typically have the whole world studios working on the same game. But back then, Rockstar San Diego that did Red Dead was very much independent. And so they would do a lot of that development separately. So 5 was being worked on after 4 came out by Rockstar North. Red Dead Redemption was being worked on in San Diego. And so RDR 2 would have also been worked on in San Diego. They probably, you know, what would usually happen after a game is finished is maybe some of those teams would then do some support for the other games. You know, back then it was mostly you would get people to fly over to help. Like, I know Leslie Benzies flew over to San Diego to help with Rockstar San Diego during the RDR 1 development. So yes, they probably would have flown some people back and forth over to help with the other development of the other game when it was coming down to crunch. But I mean, I mean, that's how you design games, you know. Like, you don't just start from scratch. You take the old game and you start building off it. Especially when you're in very early development, you're playing around with concepts, you know, you're playing around with ideas, you know, people come, you know, you brainstorm ideas. What some developers do, it depends on the developer. I don't want to speak for Rockstar, but some developers will have like little kind of challenges where they kind of say, come up with an idea and see if you can implement it and see what happens with it. And so some developers will do that where they have like a little bit of fun where, yeah, they'll come up with different ideas and see what they can do, and then, you know, some of those ideas get taken and made into actual parts of GTA 5 or GTA 6. Same thing would happen with 6. There would be stuff that Rockstar was designing for GTA 5, or, you know, stuff that was being designed after GTA 5 that some of it would be like, ah, stupid, some of it would be like, that's really cool, and then it gets included in 6. So, you know, it's like that. A lot of this stuff happens where You know, development doesn't end. It never ends with a game like with a company like Rockstar. You know, you don't just stop working on a game. You just you start making the next one straight away. This is why when people said recently that Rockstar didn't work on GTA, so there's been some stupid rumors that people saying Rockstar didn't start working on GTA 6 until 2022. I'm like, no, the fuck they didn't. They were working on it way before then, because you can see the leaks were obviously not 2022. They were PS4 Pros and PS4s from back in 2019, so that's already a lie. Some people say that they didn't start working on it until after Red Dead Redemption 2. I can understand that a little bit more. I wouldn't be surprised if they started working on Red Dead Redemption 2, if they started working on GTA 6 more after RDR2 came out, once more of their teams were able to be reallocated onto 6 rather than on RDR2. But I would imagine that there was work on 6 being done even before that. I would imagine that 6 was probably being played around with straight after 5. There were very early concepts. I imagine that Dan Houser was probably, you know, he was working on RDR2, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's got some ideas for GTA 6 being worked on. There would have been people playing around with 5 and seeing what, you know, trying out ideas that weren't implemented in 5. Some of those ideas end up getting implemented into online. And then yeah, just ideas like that. It's very much you don't just stop working on a game as soon as the game you don't just stop working on a series like that. It just doesn't work. You know, you don't do that. You lose talent that way. You lose experience. If you stop working on a game and don't do anything for years, your talent is you're gonna lose experience. You're gonna lose talent. It's stupid. You don't do that. So they would have been working on it from the get-go. But I imagine a lot of North probably reallocated to work on RDR2 during the end of RDR2 development. So yes, that's how it works. You feel they were working on ideas for 6 in 2010? 2010? A bit early for... That's a bit too early. I honestly don't think that 6 was only started work on after 2 came out, RDR2 came out, because RDR2 came out in 2018, and we've seen the leaks we've seen those leaks of GTA 6, which were made. Those were recorded in what, 2019, early 2020. There's no way that they would have got that much done in just 2 years. There's no way they would have been able to craft all that in just 2 years. The map already looked very well done. They've already got the story, you know, the idea down with the characters. I don't think they would have had all that done in just 2 years ready like that. They would have, you know, this would have been something that, you know, there would have been teams at Rockstar North working on even before RDR 2 came out. You know, like I said, you can work on more than one thing at once. Like, yes, maybe 80% of their teams were working on RDR2 towards the end of RDR2, but that doesn't mean that there's no one working on GTA 6. This doesn't... Likewise now, there's probably people working on another Red Dead. I would imagine there's people there, you know, even if it's just very... Usually it's after the last game finishes, or the last game in that series finishes, that they start working on it. They were working on it while they were getting ready to release 5, most likely. What, GTA 6? They wouldn't have been working on GTA 6 before 5 came out, if that's what you mean. You're not going to start work on a whole new game before you finish the previous one. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely no sense to do that. As I said, we're talking about the same series. Unless if it's a different studio working on it, then perhaps. But I don't, as I said, I don't see that being a case with GTA 5 to 6. If we're talking about Red Dead Redemption 2, yes, there would be 6 development during that time period. But if we're talking about GTA 5, no one's going to be working. You're not going to work on a whole new GTA game before you've even finished the one that you're working on at the moment. Other than, like I said, there would be perhaps very light concepts being made. It would mostly just be concepts and ideas at that point. It wouldn't be any there would be no concrete plan, you know, nothing that you would have really worked on there. These people are going to be stretched and crushed to make that to get that game out on time. They're not going to, you know, GTA 5 was delayed twice. They're not going to be working on anything else. They're not going to be putting any serious work into something else whilst 5 is being delayed. What I imagine with it is that once 5 finished, you get a little bit of time where you get to relax a bit. And so when 5 finished, they probably had a couple week break, you know, where you get to kind of relax. And then it's more of a kind of a light kind of, you know, play around with stuff, you know, I mean, the 5 team primarily worked on online stuff as well. So the 5 team was working on a lot of online stuff at that time. So there had been a short break, a short little kind of, you know, thank you for getting this game out. Then they would have been working online. There would have been, you know, Dan Houser would have been probably at that point maybe having some ideas for 6, but probably more prioritizing Red Dead at that point. And then it would have probably been, you know, there would have been very early play around, you know, people playing around with different things, you know, coming up with new ideas, new, you know, as I said, people playing around with the code and designing, you know, mechanics that aren't in 5 and that may not even be in 6, but just mechanics, you know, people play around with stuff. I'm sure many Rockstar developers have played around with the idea of having limited fuel as well. We've never had that in a GTA game, but I wouldn't be surprised if people have, if Rockstar developers have programmed that into the games between early on in development and played around with it and thought, nah, this isn't going to work. So that's what usually happens. And then probably what would have happened is that would have been played around a bit for maybe 2015, 2016. I think once the heist came out, that's when Rockstar pushed a lot of their development away from online, and that's when the online team started to kind of take over. So a lot of those developers would have been playing around a little bit with very early 6 ideas, and then a lot of them would have been diverted to Red Dead Redemption 2 towards Red Dead Redemption 2's final couple of years, because they would have got that, they wanted to get that out. And then a lot of those people would have then been diverted back to 6 after Red Dead Redemption 2 came out. So yeah, there is going to be obviously ups and downs with development. You're going to have phases where you have a lot of development, phases where you slow down, and then phases where you get back on it again. So you wouldn't be surprised if they played around with Deadeye and 5 at some point. I mean, they kind of did. They played around with the notion of slowing down the game with Michael, which is very clearly, they took that from the idea of Red Dead. He doesn't have Deadeye, but he has the ability to, you know, the special ability idea is very much a Red Dead Redemption kind of inspired idea. No other GTA game ever before had abilities, and then after Red Dead Redemption 1 comes out, there's suddenly abilities in GTA. Yeah, that's quite evident to me that they had played around with the idea of having abilities after Deadeye was a thing in RDR1. So a very early GTA 5 might not even had any sort of special abilities, if you think about it. Like a very, you know, whatever GTA, I mean, we don't know if that was an idea they were implementing during the time of Red Dead Redemption 1 was being developed, or if it was something that they worked on after Red Dead Redemption 1 came out, but it's very possible that an early version of GTA 5 didn't have abilities, or maybe that was one of the first things they trialed when they finished 4. Maybe one of the first things they played around with was the idea of having abilities. Maybe that, you know, there would have been some level of interaction. Obviously, the higher ups would have been interacting with like Leslie Benzies, who was the producer. He obviously also worked on RDR1, so he probably took ideas he liked from RDR1 development and then brought it over to GTA 5. So yeah, it's the same idea is true there. But I mean, you know, there's going to be a lot of ideas that will be inspired by obviously Red Dead Redemption 2, but some of those ideas may not have worked. You know, they may not have worked with you know, like some of the ideas in RDR2 do not work very well, I think, with GTA's style. I mean, for example, a good example of that would be having to have cans of food and shit. Like, that shit doesn't work on GTA. I think what makes more sense for GTA is to have a food system, but it's done more traditionally, where you go to you have snacks and then you can go to you know, food places to eat. I don't think that it would be a very good idea to have the cans of food and all that shit, the tonics and stuff from Red Dead Redemption 2. That was a terrible idea, and I hope that's something that if they probably did play around with it on GTA 6 a bit, but I hope that won't be something they'll bring across in the final game. I don't mind the idea of having only 2 weapons at once. That's fine. I'm okay with that. Like, having just one weapon, like one main weapon and like a pistol. I'm fine with that. I still think it's gonna change. It's gonna change the way GTA's played a lot if they actually do go through with that. But it's okay. It's an okay idea. But I don't want to ever have the whole tonic idea. That thing was, it was awful. The tonics idea, it ruined the game so much. Especially online, it broke online so bad. You would never be able to have a normal fight online because all people would do is just chug tonics over and over again. You would get shot. Oh, no, it's no issue. Just chug a tonic. Oh, you know, you've been run over. Oh, fine, just chug a tonic. Nah, it's dumb. Some ideas just don't work for some, you know, for some game series, you know. Like, what might work for Red Dead might work for Red Dead but not GTA, and likewise the other way around. There's ideas that don't work in Red Dead. And so it's best that Rockstar kind of... And that's exactly what they do. They play around with these different ideas and these different notions. You try them out, you add them into the game and you play around with them and see how it fares. I mean, modders do very much the same thing when you think about it. Modders add stuff to games like GTA and they play around with ideas that Rockstar hasn't released officially. And then, you know, people like those ideas and then, yeah, it's fun, you know? There's 100% going to have been Rockstar employees who came up with ideas like that as well when they were designing the games. There we go. Chug a tonic, yeah. If only he could have chugged a tonic and he would have been fine. Imagine if they added like TB into online mode and you could catch it and you just chug a tonic. Imagine how like insulting that would have been to Arthur. You know, you catch TB online, you just chug a tonic and you're healthy again. I kind of wish they would have done that, you know? That would have been hilarious. The online team could have really trolled with that one. Yeah, no worries, Lewis. Enjoy Dragon Ball, bro. God bless.
Are you inside? I still see nothing on solar.
Alright, it's gonna be down there, is it? Ugh.
White box full of wires and switches and antennae.
Oh, it's there again. I love this method. I love that I can come in here and it spawns it here. Oh, wait, did it just despawn it? Oh. Did it just despawn it? Wow. Wow, that's fucked up. It despawned it after. It spawned it in here, so I went down the stairs and it despawned it. That's fucked. Thank you, Rockstar. It's gonna be on the table up here. Oh, excuse me. Get your body out of the way. I'm trying to walk. I'm walking here. Surprisingly, that way is actually easier.
Have you got it?
But they don't really have a good hiding space, because if you go in normally, they have really good hiding space around corners, but that way they don't really have any hiding spaces. Beautiful. Ooh, imagine that. Imagine how they screwed me on that one. Like they spawned it in and then moved it, the cheeky bastards. I suppose that's how you do it, isn't it? You spawn it in and then move it later. Oh my god, it's an orca! Oh my god, look at you!
You are back on the surface, Captain.
Oh my god, there's orcas and shit like just swimming up. No, I love what they did. I'm so happy they added in animals into the sea, man, and into the world in general. Like, this has made the game so much... Oh, it's made the game so much better, man. See, the online team does a good job here and there. You know, like... I'm telling you, like... The online team does bits. I know we criticize the online team, but they do bits sometimes. They could have just fucked around and ignored it, but they actually did it. They actually included good stuff into online. Alright, approach vehicle, Kasatka, drainage tunnel, of course, compound, drainage tunnel, escape point, doesn't matter, but we're gonna do Kasatka. Night, you know what, let's do day, fuck it, doesn't matter. Weapon loadout, conspirator, that's fine, and we're going to continue, let's go. But I'm so excited by the fact they added animals in, man. Ah, fucking love them. They didn't have to. They didn't have to add animals, but they did.
GPS trace acquired. I have your location. Once you're inside the compound, I will be able to...
You need to add animals to Cayo Perico, though.
You know what I like about you, boss? You're never afraid to return to the scene of the crime. Even if it involves underwater drainage pipe, it's just up ahead.
Imagine you're like... go breaking the Cayo Perico and a shark grabs you and kills you. That'd be hilarious. Or you're swimming away. You've got all the gold and shit. You're swimming away and then a shark grabs your ass and rips you apart. And you failed the mission right there. And that would be hilarious. I would love that, personally. I don't know. I think maybe I'm weird like that, but I think that'd be hilarious.
Okay, next stop, maintenance.
Oh shit. Wasn't paying attention. My bad, my bad, my bad, my bad. I'm gonna do this slow then because I fucked it up. I wasn't paying attention. And that one's already been burnt. Alright, fine. Nice. It's not too bad though. Wasn't the worst.
Perfect.
How'd you do the scope pack? The scope pack, it's kind of just using maths in your head. Kind of, you know, you kind of quickly look at it and you see the maths, but there is a kind of way to do it easily. I always do the highest number on the left with the highest multiplier, and then on the right, and then I typically then do the second highest on the left, and then I kind of figure out from there what will happen. So usually it's the highest one on the left will... the highest number on the left will almost always be with the highest number on the right, the highest multiplier on the right, almost always. And then, yeah, you can kind of see, so, you know, kind of thinking out in your head, you can kind of math it. But I find almost always it's the highest on the left, highest on the right, second highest on the left, second highest on the right, and then whatever's left, usually. Not always, but usually.
Sí, anda por aquí. Lo vi hace un rato.
As long as you know what the multipliers mean, it's not so bad. X, obviously 10. The line with the two kind of diagonal lines on it is ×2, and then the box with the one line through it is ×1. So yeah, a lot of it's just subconscious maths, but typically, almost always, it is the biggest left on to the biggest right.
Good, you are at the scanner. The tool we stole from the head of cybersecurity will find partial
1, 2, 3.
left on the scanner. You just have to cycle
1, 2, 3, 4.
match them up to the target print.
Well, I fucked this up already. God, I fucked this up already. Wait, hold it. I bought that shit. I bought that shit. I wasn't paying attention. I fucked it up.
Be careful.
Not bad.
Too many failed attempts will trigger an alarm.
It's fine. We won't fail it again, my guy. I lost my train of thought. 1, 1, 2. There you go. I don't know why I missed that one. My brain just kind of completely lost what I was thinking about. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't know why. 1, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that one just goes 5. No, I did fuck that up so bad. I don't know what happened. Like I completely forgot what it was, like where I was, and it just went to shit.
Welcome back.
Oh well, it's fine. It happens. Sometimes you have these moments of your brain just forgets what you're doing. All right, 96 02 72, 96 02 72, 96
Now,
02
hope he has not changed
72.
the combination.
Open up. Thank you. Bearer bonds. I love bearer bonds because it's so
See the
quick.
bonds? You know, it is kind of us to be showing Mr. Rubio the flaws in his... Again. Bad news. They have sealed the drainage pipe. You will need to look for another way out of there.
Only issue when you go so quick like that is
Fresh
you
guards
the
inbound.
timings don't really work with some of the AI, so kind of just have to run and leg it, but it's fine. We got it. We got it, ladies and gents. We got it. I made up for the fact that I had such a slow start with the fact that I can obviously just
Perfect.
grab the
We are
barrel
out of
bonds.
the compound, and judging by their radio chatter, they have
I'm
no
gonna try with the
idea
bike. I usually don't do the bike because I find that getting on and off the bike is slower than just running, but to be fair,
Sending you the new coordinate now.
yeah, because going on and off the bike is so slow and triggering to me. I hate it. But it does work, to be fair, quite well. Come on, come on, come on. Bro, just keep the bike on. I wish it was like GTA 4 where you could keep vehicles on by just pressing triangle, and then you would hold triangle to get the vehicle to turn off. That was way better. Thank you. Oh, I could have got out, but it wasn't worth risking it. It wasn't worth getting seen by the camera. It is never worth it. I could have probably got out and snuck around, but I was like, you know what? It's just not worth it. It's just not worth it. I'll wait. Because as soon as you go out, a car spawns, so then you've got to avoid the car, whereas if you stay here, the car doesn't spawn. As soon as you go through here, though, the car spawns. There it is. You can see it literally spawning in, still. Stationary.
By the sounds of it, Mr. Rubio is getting back in his helicopter. Watch out!
Oh yeah, give me that frame drop, baby. Yeah, 45 frames, come on. 32 FPS, come on. I actually don't know what the frame rate is at the moment, but it's horrific either way. Alright, first things first, let's get the weed over here. What the hell did I shoot? Oh, I shot the transformer? Oh my god, I didn't know you could shoot the transformer. That's awesome. I ain't talking about robots in disguise. Income's going to be a bit lower than this one because of the fact I didn't get anything good, but that's alright, we can work with it.
It pays to be selective with your looting. If it is too heavy, it will slow you down. Perhaps too much.
Will it, El Rubio? Will it really slow me down? Not El Rubio, Pavel, but... He might as well be El Rubio to me. Alright. Burn that a little bit. And then the last sort of weed. You go to the airport section, get whatever's there if it's not enough from the area. Yeah, I mean, if you only got like one loot here, then yeah, you kind of have to go airport. I typically just take whatever's here because if you go airport, there's always a chance that you might get, you know, that one of your dead bodies will be alerted at some point. So I typically prefer to avoid going airport if I can help it. But yeah, sometimes you just don't have enough, physically enough to get. And so, yeah, you have no choice. You have to go airport. But I'm very lucky. I very rarely don't get enough from here. I almost always get enough from there. I've only had a couple of times where the only thing that spawned was cash, and I was like, oh well, fuck that. Only one load of cash, and I was like, ah, fuck that shit. In which case, yes, airport it is. You're F, what you saying, bro? Not bad though, 1.2. Happy with that? What is Caitlin yapping about today? Various things. Should ask her. Ah, beautiful. Thank you for the monies. Appreciate it, my guy. You just finished streaming and hopped off for the day. Sounds good, bro. I'm just chilling, you know. 1.1, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad at all. A little bit slower than last time, but that's alright. I did fuck up the hack. It's my bad. There we go, 1.1, I'll take that. Hey, it's free money, what can I say? 1.1 million. She might take the yap god role. She is definitely a professional yapper. Can you go loud and still get the elite challenge? Yes, you can go loud. You just have to... I can't remember what it is that fails it, but you can go loud. Like, you can get caught at the end. You can get caught at the end and, like, you know, still do it. I've done it before where I've been caught at the end when I'm leaving and they're chasing me in the helicopter. So... Is it just because the 360 control is different? Are you tripping again at the and the regular game are not different except the playing up? I don't know what's good. I don't know, Caitlin, because I had no issues when I played it. It was all the same as it always has been for me, so I don't know. Look at that. More money made.
How are you, me old chestnut? Busy?
Don't call me, please. Thank you. You actually got caught out of a slither of a guard's cone. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, sometimes it happens. It just happens, you know. You're gonna play GTA all day every day. Give Fortnite a chance. Fortnite's shit at the moment, bro. I can't lie. It's so shit with the Star Wars meta. I don't know, Ken. Like I said, I've never really noticed any major difference between the two. It might just be the 360 controller. Like, I haven't... to be fair, I've not played the game on the 360 controller before. I've only ever played it on PlayStation controllers. Obviously, I played the original one on PS2 and PS3 controllers. And I've also played the original PS2 version on the PS4 with a PS4 controller, and then when I played DE, I played it on the PS4 and on the PS5, and it's felt the same on all of them, so... Yeah, Oh yeah, I heard they added something like that. You can turn it off, I think, that new builds thing. Or at least they said it can when it came up on the side of the screen once, and I was like, I don't. It's a Chapter 5 map. You know, there was something so good about last year playing it. You know, like Chapter 5, I would get on, Brassy would get on, and then we'd fill up the squad whoever else is on, and we would have a solid fucking squad, bro. I can't lie. For all of Brassy's fault share, bro was a fucking beast at Fortnite. And so it was amazing just playing Fortnite on Chapter 5 was such a great map for me, and I remember just going on, and I actually enjoy getting on every time. I used to love getting on Fortnite during that chapter. I fucking loved that whole chapter. Even when it was a bit weak, I still loved it. And then now this chapter I hate. I just don't care about it. I don't really care for the map. I think it's too rounded, it's too full. There's not really any choke points like there was in Chapter 5. There was some really good choke points. But in this one, there's not really any major choke points, and so you get kind of surrounded too easily. So I'm not a big fan of... I'm not really a big fan of it, so I don't particularly like Chapter 6, so I don't plan on playing it much. I mean, I will play it again, just not as much as Chapter 5. Your message got blocked. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Chapter 6 anyway. The Star Wars stuff is okay, but it's just the fact that the map itself doesn't really work with that. If they had replaced the whole map with like a Star Wars map or something, it would have been fine. But no, I don't really like the map with the Star Wars stuff. I don't know, it just doesn't really interest me. So I won't play it probably much. I'll play it towards the end of the Star Wars chapter or season. I'll play a little bit more, and then I'll probably won't play it again until. And I think on the 7th of June is when they're doing the next one, isn't it? Is it 7th or 8th of June? They're doing like they're updating the main Battle Royale, they're updating the OG, and they're updating the Lego Pass as well. I think they're doing three different passes on one day, which is nuts. So once that happens, I might get back on, but I'm enjoying GTA. I'll be honest with you, I'm enjoying playing GTA. I don't know, I think it's fun. I like what I'm doing. I like making money. It's what I'm good at. You know? I've been having a really good time with it. I don't know, I've really been enjoying playing it. It's been nice playing with people when we come on and we do like hunting pack and stuff like that. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. I don't know, I've really been enjoying the game again. I played a lot of Fortnite last year because it was kind of filling in the gap the GTA had left, and you know, not obviously I enjoyed it too, but yeah, this year I don't really have that gap anymore. Like I'm actually, because I'm enjoying the game now, I'm like, oh, I don't really care about Fortnite. And obviously, if Chapter 5 was there, maybe I would. If Chapter 5 was back, if Epic said, ah, fuck it, we're gonna bring back Chapter 5 for one season, I'd actually be up for that. You know, I'd be like, yeah, calm, I'll get on, I'll fucking grind that shit, but I'm just not interested anymore. Fuck what Epic did. I thought with like a Japanese map it would be really cool, like, you know, much more Japanese inspired, maybe a little bit more Ghost of Tsushima-y, but no, it wasn't. It was nothing like that. It's just a very generic map. And Godzilla was not really utilized very well. Star Wars has nothing to do with the Japanese like map. It makes no sense. Really, I guess, you know, the samurai stuff, I guess, you know, the whole samurai idea, but like, I don't know. If you're gonna do Star Wars, you've got to do a full Star Wars map. Come on. Very disappointing. Very, very, very disappointing. The skins are fire, though. I'm not gonna lie. The Mandalorian skin and the, you know, the Obi-Wan and Clone Trooper and all that. Yeah, Maul, I guess. Maul, wait, was Maul in it? can't remember. Yeah. Yeah, Maul was in it. Windu. You know, there's some fire skins at least. Alrighty then, what to do now? What to do now? What to do now? I'll go check my business actually. Whoa, excuse me? Ow. Let's see if Mutt is ready yet or if I need to wait a little bit. You know what's really interesting is, you know, in single player when you're chasing a character down here, there's a train parked in the tunnel, but the tunnel isn't where trains go. It's a tram tunnel. It's a light rail tunnel. So why is there a train parked in there? Rockstar. Rockstar. That's not a very good attention to detailing, is it? Cheeky
Still
bastards.
Here, friend. It's gonna cost a little, but I can hook us up.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it, Kalen. It's just practice makes perfect. Practice almost makes perfect in pretty much any sense, in any situation, I feel. Even if you can't become an expert at something, most people will become competent at something, at least. They practice enough. Alrighty then.
Oh,
Nice and spread out, I like that. Waste my time. A little bit more. God, I love this bike. It's so fun. Alright. I've leveled up, so I'm happy with that. 1488. 12 levels away from 1500. That is nuts. That is actually so nuts. 15 levels. I thought 12 levels, not 15 levels. 12 levels. 15. Yeah, I'm really excited to hit 1500, and I'm really excited to hit 1.5 billion. Yeah, 1.5 billion, I think. Also, one thing I wish that Rockstar had done is, you know, these areas here. You see how this is a river. You see how it's dried up. I would love if Rockstar had made it so that the river could change over time, because I think this whole area would look so much better if there was a bit of a river there. Could do it. Minor detail, but I don't know, it'd be fun to have changing water based upon weather. Look out for cops! Ah, wonder who that is. Yeah, I wonder what that over there is. Ah. I bet you these are fucking... Nah, these dons are so... I remember I delivered one a couple of days ago, and I went down a back alley, and there was like a guy. I'd never seen him before, but he was standing on a on the side of like a stairwell, I guess, and he had a gun on his hip, and I was like, yeah, this don's definitely police. Like, he was staring right at the point, and he had a gun on his hip, so... This guy also has got good vision. That is right in front of people, though, so I think that would be the worst place. I'm going to put it here. But I don't like any of these positions, to be fair. And that guy up there, although he's facing the other direction, so it's probably fine, but... Yeah. I just loved how I'd never seen that Don before, but I guess I must have always just gone by him. But yeah, he had a gun on his hip, and he was like smoking a cigarette, like pretending to be a random person, but he had a gun on his hip. I was like, yeah, this guy is definitely a cop. Like, come on, no normal person stands around with a gun on their hip looking out with a cigarette in their mouth. Come on. This ain't the old West. Alright? What's going on over here then?
I met this girl last night.
I don't like you, bro. You're a bit sus. You're a bit sus, you are. He's not looking the right way though, so I think we're fine. Alright, so what are we saying here then? There's too many random dons standing around. I don't like it.
Whatever, dude. I totally.
That's pretty I don't think there's any police at this one. I don't think there's any police at this one, but we're going to do it here anyway. This is pretty secluded. Yeah, ignore the fact that pretty much anyone in those office buildings could see me. That's pretty secluded still. Anyone with decent vision will be able to see a Don parking up randomly next to a little kind of public toilet and dropping something. Fuck.
Wow!
Nothing sus about it, you know?
Hey.
Oh, you fucker. Why would you turn into that lane? Come on. Come on. Come on. Why am I making this harder for myself by going like the most convoluted way? No! No! Ah, no! There we go, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. We're fine. Jump. There we go, it's fine. No one in that cast, that's fine. No one in that cast, that's fine. I don't see anyone. How are we going to commit crimes in GTA 6? There's doorbell cameras everywhere now. Although, to be fair, we fly around in bikes. Like, I think if any cops were looking for us, they would see us on the bikes and go, yeah, it's them Dons again.
Say hello to your brother for me.
It's them Dons, you know? How many people have flying bikes, you know? Very few. Amazing driving. Fucking love doing this. I hope they don't get rid of the cinematic camera. I know no one uses it, but I hope they never get rid of it. It is just a beautiful part of GTA history. If they ever get rid of this, I will cry. I'm still going to do it, by the way. If we ever do a heist for AF, and it requires flying a plane or something, I will be flying that plane with my cinematic view on the whole way. That's still going to happen. That's for sure. Alright. Yeah, maybe. Maybe they're waiting to see what I'll make. They'll be waiting a while then, I guess. I don't like. Why would you deliver shit here, bro? There's people literally everywhere. Look, everyone can see you, bro. Why would you deliver here? It's such a stupid place to deliver. I think this is probably the best spot because no one's looking. There's also mushrooms here, so I mean, there's a mushroom. Why is there a mushroom here and a plant? Alright, yeah, no one found. Yes, no one found it. Beautiful. Oh, that car. Alright, where should we do this one then? We need to make sure we don't get any cops on us again.
For real though! Hey!
There's a place around here. This
is messed up.
Where would be a good spot to do it? I don't know.
I was hoping we could continue the conversation we had the other day about...
Anyone looking around here? I don't think anyone's looking here, to be fair. Nice. To be fair, I think the cops only spawned in on the first one, but
Of course, I understand. Life is crazy busy, believe me.
still.
I know.
It's good to be safe, you know? Nice, not 350,000. So I've made, what, another million there? So, oh wow, I'm really close to 1.3 billion. Wow. I need to make, what, 3 more million and I'm done? Not even that. I only need to make just under 2.25 or so million. Oh, stop calling me, you fucker. I don't want to talk to you, Martin Madrazo. I don't like you, Martin Madrazo. Why does Martin Madrazo think I like him? No, I'm very happy with that. You know, it's a good amount of money made today. Did a Cayo Perico. Sold my businesses. I'll go see my nightclub actually, so maybe I've got some more to sell. Sold my businesses. I did the time trials. I mean, I've made a good amount of money. I'm not gonna lie though, like I make more money than I used to. Because of the fact that, you know, the game is massively easier now, way easier than it used to be, right? But I don't have as much fun as I used to. Back in the day, doing them casinos over and over again. Like I know people think, no, doing casino over and over again. How can you have fun doing that? I don't know, man. Like that was fun as fuck. Doing those casinos over and over again with Dean, Yassine, and Rebecca. There was something else about that. There was something just absolutely beautiful about that. In a way that I don't think you can really capture any other way. Oh, I'm getting tired. All right, yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll wrap it up in a sec. Let's see what's going on here. Maybe we can sell this, and then we'll wrap it up. I'm very tired tonight, for some reason. I was kind of dozing off actually earlier. Before I came on, I was like kind of half asleep. Ah, beautiful. 702,000. Oh, okay, cool. Yo, we've made a lot of money tonight. Made 1.1 from Cayo. Made $1 million from doing the other businesses and generic stuff in the free roam, and then made another 700,000 from, well, okay, I guess after Tony's tax, a little bit less than that. Oh, it's an easy one too. Nah, they're just handing it to me now. They're just handing me money. Nah, that's crazy, Rockstar. You're just handing me money right now. Nah, they're gonna give it. Nah, that's nuts. It doesn't get better than that. I'll be real. It really doesn't. They're just handing me cash.
You there?
They want me to hit 1.3 billion. All right, let's look around then. So. Not parked there. Where are you parked then, my guy? Where are you parked? At the very least, Tony Soprano and Walter are charismatic. Martin sucks. Yeah, Martin's just a shit character. I'm not gonna lie. Like, there's nothing redeeming about him. Like, at least the characters from the old, like, you know, if you go and play GTA Vice City, for example, you know, Ricardo Diaz, like, bro is an asshole, but you know what? He's charismatic as fuck. Like, well, maybe not charismatic is the best word, but he's funny as fuck. Like, he's funny at least. You know what I mean? Like, he's hilarious. Like, he's a ridiculous character, but he's hilarious. And there's other characters as well, like, you know, that you just love to hate and you hate to love kind of thing. You know, there's loads of characters like that in the old GTA games. But in this game, Martin Madrazo was probably one of the Rockstar's weakest characters in any GTA game. Like, he's not compelling at all. I don't care about him. I don't care about his weird son. You know, I don't care about any of that. I don't fear Martin, you know, like with some of the other characters, I'm like, yeah, you know what, they could be quite dangerous if you cross them. Martin Madrazo, he's never really appeared that dangerous. Like, he sends a few goons on you in single player. And then your characters, like, you know, then Michael and all that are terrified of him. I'm like, bro, this Don isn't even that threatening. Like, literally, Trevor could have killed him. He's not that threatening, come on. If I was Michael or Franklin, I wouldn't have paid him back. I would have found his real house and I would have fucked him up. I would have found his ranch and I would have fucked his entire family up. But no, Martin Madrazo, shittest GTA character I've ever had to deal with.
Hey, you made the sale. You got the money running through the tills, and in a minute you'll have receipts for everything. Minus the laundering fee, of course.
Of course, Tony. Thank you for taking money from me. Tony, we need to talk about our partnership. I wish we could, like, renegotiate our partnerships with these different characters. Because you bet your ass I would be renegotiating with Tony, especially. I'd be like, Tony, you're out. Goodbye. Go back to Liberty City. I don't want to be partners with you anymore, Tony. You know? Tony don't do anything for me anymore. He doesn't help me in the slightest. What to do now? I've done everything. I've done Cayo Perico. I've done my businesses. I don't know if there's anything else for me to do now. I think that's pretty much it. I guess I could do maybe before I go off, I'll do one more repo job just so I can get that out of the way. Because I am doing those repo jobs bit by bit. So I need to do, I get an employee of the month. Oh my God, I need that. Yo, I get a t-shirt with Simeon's face on it. Yeah, I need that in my life. All right, cool. Well, it's a hoodie, I guess, but still, I need that in my life. Yeah, all right, fine. I need to do Under the Hammer, Do You Even Lift, RV Nearly There, and Simeonomics. Simeonomics. Well, fucking Simeon. That's not a word, Simeon. That's not a fucking word. I don't care what you say, Simeon. That's not a word, damn it. I'm gonna do Under the Hammer. You rob a safe code by killing someone at a big casino and you get 2 stars. The police system in this game makes no sense. Let's be real. Alright, so I need to do this without getting injured. I mean, if I don't do them all in one, it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to try to. So I got to complete them all on hard without using snacks or armor, complete all of the missions taking less than 50% damage, and also with over 80% accuracy. So the first thing I'm going to do, of course, is I'm going to call up the Khanjali. Because the Khanjali explosives don't count against accuracy as far as I'm aware.
You need
At least
something,
not
huh? One of your rides?
the Khanjali.
Let me know.
So let's get the old Khanjali out, yeah?
I'll bring it by.
And then we're going to go and we'll see what we can do without getting injured. If we can do most of it in the Khanjali, great. Some of these missions are really easy to do with just the Khanjali. Like, you don't need... Like, the one I did yesterday, I didn't even need to use the monster truck. But sometimes you do need to take whatever whatever they're asking you to take, so... I'm hoping that this is one where you can just skip that. But I don't remember. It's been a while since I did these, so... Let's see what we can do, shall we, with the old Khanjali. I really hope in the next GTA game we get to have a normal tank, like a normal one we can own. Because I never liked the fact that it was a Pegasus tank. The only tank we can own online is the fucking Khanjali, and it's like, it's great, but it's a kind of a futuristic tank. I'd have preferred to have a tank from the modern day. I know that the GTA tank's not really a true like model. It's based off a couple of other models, but at least it looks the part. Ah, so yes, I gotta steal a target vehicle. Yes. Alright, fine. We're gonna kill everyone first. First things first, we kill everyone, and then we lose the cops, we come back and take what we need. I need to make sure I don't blow up the vehicle though, that's the only issue. Alright, so the vehicle's over there, so as long as I don't blow it up, it's fine, alright? Cop, please move. I can't kill you, you're in the way. I mean, I can actually. Can I, like... Yeah, that'll kill him. That'll hurt him. Yeah, that'll kill him. I need to, like, kill them and come back, basically. I don't think I'll be able to get in there and take the vehicle without being shot at, so let's leave the area. Let's despawn the cops that have spawned in. We've killed the cops that are already there. The ones that Rockstar placed. Now let's see if we can despawn the other cops. The ones that are not... The ones that are just the standard, cops that follow you. Can I call extra on this one, or is it a no?
Hey.
No, I can't. Of course, they thought about that. Alright, let's drive down into the tunnel. Oh, to be fair, I could have just driven into that tunnel over there. Ah, fuck it. Next time. We'll go this one, it's fine. It's not that far away. It's only a good, like, 30 seconds away. Don't follow me, please. Thank you. Don't mind me, lads. I'm just driving into a tunnel. Out of the way. Out of the way, please. Thank you. Out. No, you get out of the way or I'm going to kill you. Come on. Thank you. A bunch of donuts, honestly. Alright, we lost the cops. Cops are gone. Let's go back. Oh, I mean, I know I fit through here before, so I can get back through it, but... Oh my god, no way. The gun. Oh, you... The gun on top is too big. Oh, come on. No. There we go. You know what? Let's just go out the normal way, because clearly that is not going to go that way. Stupid tank. There we go. Alright, so in theory, the cops shouldn't have respawned in there now. Like, all the cops that are already there when you arrive, they've been placed there in the editor or whatever Rockstar uses, whatever creator they use. they've in place to spawn in. So in theory, now that I've killed them all, they shouldn't respawn. And now that the cops that spawn in and you kill people have despawned, in theory, there should be no one there, right? Right? It should be empty. Unless if they spawn in more, in which case I'm kind of screwed if they do, because then I'm going to have to just mad dash it. Wait, can I use a cargo bomb on this? Wait, that would also work if I used a cargo bomb. Can I call a cargo bomb? Can I call a cargo bomb? No, apparently you can't call a cargo bomb. Can I spawn in? Wait. Oh yeah, you get absolute cop. You get cops on you as soon as you go in. Let's kill these dons as well, just to make sure they're not there. To be fair, the other cops didn't spawn back in, so what? Can I just like? Can I? Wait, there's people in here. I'm gonna kill them, and I'm gonna drive back out, lose the cops. Well, he spawned back in, hasn't he? Some of them seem to respawn. Maybe some of them do. The guy in there does. He's annoying. Alright, back out we go! I can't call in a cargo bomb. Ah, this sucks. This really sucks. I was really hoping I could call in a cargo bomb for it. Can I call in a sky crane? Is it possible to spawn in air vehicles in this? If I can spawn in the air crane, I could maybe pick up at least one of them, right? Are you following me? Don't follow me. It's not very nice to follow people. It's weird. It's weird to follow people. Don't do that. It's absolutely weird. Alright, let's see if I can spawn the sky crane. Sky crane. Not the sky crane, not that one. The Sea King. Is it the Sea King? Whatever the big one is. The Iron Mule, that's the one, the Iron Mule. If I can spawn in the Iron Mule, oh for fuck's sake. If I can spawn in the Iron Mule, then I can maybe use that. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh shit. Oh my god, they're actually following me in here. That's crazy. That's nuts. They're actually following me into the tunnel. Usually they don't bother, but... No, they're full on following me in. That's crazy. What the hell? I've never seen cops that persevere so much. Usually they don't bother coming in here, but no, apparently today they are. They'll see me under here, though. If I keep driving, it'll be fine. Alright, so the plan is I'm going to come out of the tunnel, I'm going to check to see if I can spawn in the Iron Mule, and then I'm going to pick up one of the cars and just gun it. And then the other one is inside of the building, which means I'm probably not going to be able to get the Iron Mule in it. But then again, I don't know if I can even use the Iron Mule, so I'm going to have to see. But if I can, then it will be alright. But then again, if there's no cops, I could probably just get in there and grab the car and go. So, I mean, it will mean I'll have to be careful when I'm being chased. But if I get into a tunnel, I can lose the cops in the tunnel and then go without any sort of... threat. So I'm thinking that's probably the best strat, is just get in there, get the car and just speed to the tunnel. The Iron Mule could work, but it's only going to work on one of them because only one of them is outside of the only one of them is accessible. Even then, it's the Iron Mule's quite big, it might not be able to fit. I do like these missions because they give me a good challenge, you know, to figure out how to do it. Oh, this ain't gonna work, is it? Oh, actually it did work. There you go. Now the Iron Mule would fit there. Oh, you can call it. Oh, no way. You can call in the Iron Mule. Nah, that's nuts. That's nuts. If I call... Oh, wow. Alright. Well, I can only get one of them like that. So what I'll do is I'll get the first vehicle. Oh, no, it's a bit close, though, isn't it? It's a bit close to that, yeah, it's a bit close, actually. They put it right next to a tower. Of course they did. They knew people were going to use, like, a cargo bomb or something. Nah. I could call in an all cargo bomb. I don't know. Actually, then again, I don't think I have one in my hangar, so I can't. Alright, there's no cops anyway. Let's just gun it. Let's just gun it. Come on. There's no cops. Oh wait, there's no wanted level either. Yeah, I've killed all the cops, so they... Okay, well, fair enough. I guess that worked. That method worked. Killing all the cops worked. Now there's no more cops to see me breaking the law. Excellent. Well, there you go. Oh, fuck. Now they see me. Now they see me. Fuck. Alright, let's just get to the tunnel. It's only to the docks as well, you know. Oh, I could have gone to the other tunnel then. And yeah, because that takes you straight to the docks, doesn't it? Alright, fuck it. Let's go back that way then. Wait, do the cops go off you in this, or do they just stay on you the whole way? If they stay... Oh, no. Are they going to stay on me the whole way? I don't know. Alright, in that case, going to the docks in the tunnel is the only way you're going to do this. Because you're going to get lit the fuck up when you're going any other way. So I'm going to take the tunnel there. I'm annoyed I injured myself so much by hitting stuff. Well, that car is blinding. Jesus Christ. It's blinding with the sun. It's so bright. It looks great, though. I'm not going to lie. It looks great. Alright, now I can lose the cops. So if I stay here... Let's not stay on the one where the train comes, though. That's a bad idea. So let's stay here. Yeah, this mission's not so bad because there's literally a tunnel that takes you straight to the docks, like, right there. So this mission's actually not too bad. You just get the cars. Obviously, you gotta kill the cops first, so the best way to do that is with a Khanjali or by sniping them or something. Probably a Khanjali, because you get absolutely fucked otherwise. Kill them all with the Khanjali, leave, lose the cops, come back, take the car, speed the fuck out of there, drive into the tunnel, hide, wait, and then as soon as you lose the cops, go to the dock. That seems to be the strategy on this one if you want to do the challenge. I know other people have made like videos and stuff on how to do these, but I like to figure it out myself. That's one thing I'm going to do with GTA 6. I'm not going to watch any videos of anyone else playing the game. I don't really watch videos of people playing GTA 5 anyway, but I'm definitely not going to watch any videos of people playing GTA Online on GTA 6 because I want to learn all my own strategies and, you know, what works and what could make money. Alright. You know what? I might try it. I might fucking try it. Iron Mule. Oh my god, no, we're actually going to do this. But yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do with GTA 6. I'm not going to really pay attention to anyone else's videos or anyone else's streams or anyone else's... I'm not going to read like Reddit or anything. I want to learn how to make money, what works for me. And yeah, kind of come up with my own ideas. Just like with GTA 5. Years and years of practice, years and years of playing around, of different, you know, with Cave and Gaz and Rebecca, and like years of, you know, talking on stream and, you know, kind of working with Yassine and Dean and all that to figure out better strategies. Same thing with Red Dead. I had a great time with Red Dead because we figured out all the strategies together. Except for the fishing method that we used to do. I was doing that before I streamed. Well, I was streaming at the time, but I did it before Dean came along anyway. Dean you seen, hadn't been watching the streams until after I started that method. Alright, this is not going to go well. I can already tell you this ain't going to go well. I'm probably just going to get out and take the car because I feel like I'm just going to end up hitting that tower. Oh yeah, that is fucked. That tower is so close. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. How? There's no way I'm gonna grab that. There's no way. I can't get out of this view. I can't get out of the view. If I press circle, it puts me into this view. There we go. No, stop going to that view, please. Please. No, stop going into that view. Oh, I hate this game so much, man. I hate this game so fucking much. Why is it putting me in that view? It literally won't stop putting me in that view. Stop, please. All right, get out of the bloody helicopter and get back in, please. I don't want to see that. Fucking hell. Oh, that was awful. All right. This strategy's dumb. I'm not gonna lie. This is probably the dumbest strategy, but let's give it a go. What's the worst that can happen? I blow up and fail the mission? Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Not at all. That's not gonna work. If I had the cargo bomb, maybe. This thing is way too big. This thing is way too big. No, there's no way. Yeah, there's no way. There's no way. No, that's just gonna blow up. Okay, let's bail out. Let's bail out. Let's bail out. That is not gonna work. We're just gonna have to land it inside and get the car and go. Damn that. Damn that. I mean, I could have probably moved it before I got the other car, but... No, they're on that. They're on that so quick. If I could get out and move it, then get it in the helicopter, it'd be okay, but... No, they're on that. They're on that straight away. Let me go away as well, because the cop cars are respawned in. So let me go away so they despawn, and then I'll come back. The last thing I need is a bunch of cop cars blocking my exit. Alright, they despawned. Let's go back. We should lose a wanted level any time now, any second now. Wait, I can parachute in. Yeah. Let me just parachute in. Fuck it. Yeah, that's way smart. I was going to land the helicopter inside and get out, but I'm like, you know what? Let me just parachute in. This is when I don't have a parachute. This is when the game says, nope, you don't get a parachute. It's all good, though. Right, don't give me a cop wanted level, please. Don't give me any cops or anything. Alright, land it, land it, land it. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Cops on us, it's fine, though. It's fine, though. Take your parachute off. There we go. Beautiful, beautiful. We got it off really quick. That's what I'm talking about right there. Alright, we got to speed before they catch up. Oh, no, they're there. No. They don't know where I am. They're not looking at... What the fuck? They just missed me. They just missed me. How did they miss me? I just crashed the car into the block next to them, and none of them turned around. They just... Alright, fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, okay. What can I say? Yeah, it went really well. What can I say? Come on. Helicopter spawned in. There we go, perfect. It's fine. beautiful. Oh, well, that worked. It was a very convoluted approach, but it worked. So the premise, you know, the basis of that one, I guess, is kill the cops, come back, grab the first car, and then come back. Yeah, go into the tunnels, hide, take it, come back, grab it, go. That's nuts. I'm so surprised they didn't see me on the way out. Like, they went right by me. If they had just even just turned, if they had just reacted to the fact I hit the car on the concrete, they would have seen me. But thankfully, they were so preoccupied with the fact that they, you know, that I was running. I was like somewhere where they thought I was. They didn't even pay attention to me. So that's not too bad. That's another mission out of the way. I only did one tonight, but I'm just trying to get through them. I'm not like that fussed about getting them all done. I just want to, like, quickly. I just want to get through them, you know, one by one, tick them off, get them out of my way, and then, you know, eventually I'll finish them. Right? I've got a whole year until GTA. Literally a year and what, 2 days until GTA 6 comes out, and then there's no, you know, we don't know when the online's coming out. So even when GTA 6 comes out, I'm still going to be streaming GTA 5 online until online comes out. So, you know, I've got over a year. Let's be real. I've got over a year still to get this done. So I'm not that worried about like kind of speed right now. It's crazy to think that we've still got over a year. You know, I mean, I put a post up on YouTube for anyone who's on YouTube. I put a post up on my posts, say, you know, asking like, when do people think it's going to come out? Like the next, you know, the GTA Online, GTA 6 Online, whatever. And most people think it will come out with about a month after GTA 6 comes out. I think like 5 people voted, and I think 4 people said that one, so that was pretty cool. Most people think about a month, which makes sense. Alright, I did it. Yay! That was quite easy, wasn't it? 5 out of 8, 5 out of 8, 5 out of 8. There we go. And then tier 2 and tier 3. Yeah, so I'll get them all done at the same time. That's actually amazing. Yo, that's nuts. Get them all out of the way. I've done Madrazo, done that. If I get that one out of the way, and then I can get Super Yacht Life and all these out of the way, no, it's gonna be nuts. You voted on that, yeah? What did you vote for? Did you vote for a month, yeah? I quite like that little, you know, YouTube functionality thing. I don't know, I thought it was cool they added that. I know it's old now, but I mean, I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, a month. So what, it'd be like end of June, early July. It'd be a very interesting summer if that's the case. They might do like a soft launch in that sense. They might put out GTA Online and then like not put anything major in until after summer. It would help with the servers fucking up, wouldn't it? Alright, so I need to earn another $1.8 million, I think. And then I'm done. Well, done with this 100 million anyway. Whew, alright. I will end it here then. I'm very happy with that. Tomorrow will be the day. I'm assuming tomorrow. I might play Fortnite tomorrow. It depends what I feel like and depends what people want to do. But if I play GTA, whenever I play GTA again, whether it's tomorrow or Sunday or whatever, the next time I play GTA, I'm hitting $1.3 billion. And that's fucking awesome. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. So that's the plan. Oh, it feels good. It feels really good right now. Moving up in the world of GTA again. Oh, but for now, I'm going to end it because I am tired. I was starting to yawn really bad, and I've been kind of quietly yawning. I've been kind of, you know, when you yawn and you keep your mouth closed, it makes your jaw hurt. I've been doing that for the last half an hour or so. So I'm done. I'm going to bed. Well, I mean, I say I'm going to bed, but I'm probably going to end up watching stuff or probably doing stuff on the PC. So I'm going to try to go to bed. It is the weekend, so I can sleep in a bit, so it's calm. But in the meantime, though, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Fridays. I hope you enjoy your Saturdays. I'll be back at some point. So in the meantime, God bless, take care, all that good stuff, and bye.